Let us revise 3 questions lessons, question and answers. Why was the king advised to go to the magicians? Answer. Some of the wise men thought that in order to decide a right time for doing something, one must look into the future, and only magicians were able to do that. So they advised the king to go to the magicians. Moving to the next question. In answer to the second question, whose advice did the pupil say would be important to the king? The answer. In answer to the second question, some people suggested to seek advice of counselors, the priest, or the doctors, or the soldiers. Moving to the third question, what suggestions were made in answer to the third question? For the third question, some people said science was the most important business, while there were others who believed it was fighting, and then there were those who believed religious worship should take the first place. Next question. Did the wise men win the reward? If not, why not? No. The wise men did not win the reward because their answers were so different from each other, and king was not satisfied with their answers. Moving to the fifth question. How did the king and the hermit help the wounded man? The king washed the wound and covered the wound of the man with his handkerchief and kept on dressing it until the bleeding stopped completely. The king also offered the wounded man water to drink. The hermit helped the king to bring the wounded man inside his hut and allowed the man to spend his night in the hut. Here are 2 questions. Let us discuss. Who was the bearded man? Why did he ask for the king's forgiveness? So the first question's answer. The bearded man was an enemy of the king. He wanted to take revenge of his brother's death by killing the king and taking away all his property. And second question's answer is, the bearded man asked for the king's forgiveness because he wanted to kill the king, but the king has saved his life. He was grateful to the king now. These are the answers for the given questions. Next question. The king forgave the bearded man. What did he do to show his forgiveness? The answer is, the king showed his forgiveness by promising the man that he will send his doctor and servants to look after him, and also promised to return him all his property.